Atomic scientists are warning humanity is now closer than ever to potentially destroying itself. And as we told you yesterday, the so-called Doomsday Clock now stands at 85 seconds to midnight. Midnight, of course, being the end of the world. For context, when the clock was created in 1947, guess how far away we were?
I'm scared to know.
7 minutes.
Okay, so wrong.
7 minutes to midnight. That was after World War II, after a nuclear bomb had already gone off in 1945, right? So scientists are warning fundamental changes need to be made. Joining us now is Alexandra Bell, the president and CEO of the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, which manages the Doomsday Clock. Alexandra, thank you so much for joining us this morning. So before we even dive into how close we are to ending humanity, let's just break down for our viewers who may not be familiar with what the clock is and the calculations that go into this decision.
So the Doomsday Clock is a metaphor for the amount of risk that we are currently experiencing around the world. So it's set by a group of scientists who are experts in nuclear weapons, in artificial intelligence, in climate change, in biosecurity, and they meet throughout the year to discuss the risks that we're facing collectively and make a determination about whether or not conditions have improved over the previous year and what leaders are doing or not doing to ameliorate these challenges we face.
So I know you're looking at a couple of big industries right now, but I want to ask you as an atomic scientist, what you're following when it comes to the threat of nuclear arms and also the potential risks we're seeing from AI. Where do we stand on those two really important issues?
Almost everything that could be going wrong in the nuclear space is going wrong right now. The U.S. and the Russian Federation are about to fritter away half a century's worth of effort to control and contain the threat of nuclear war between the two largest nuclear arsenals on the planet. It's really inexplicable that President Trump and President Putin have not made moves to create a follow-on agreement to the New START treaty that will expire next week. In terms of AI, the tool itself is not the problem. It's how AI is being used. And it's really developing at a rate that's faster than our ability to understand it, much less control it. And the fact that world leaders aren't coordinating with each other, aren't coordinating with private industry to make sure that AI is here to help us, not harm us, is cause for concern.
All right. You said in announcing this update that humanity has not made sufficient progress on existential risk that endanger us all. And again, it's kind of shocking that we were 7 minutes away from doomsday in 1947. We had just dropped 2 nuclear bombs. The Russians were very quickly developing their own nuclear bomb. We were engaged later on in a space race. There was a civil rights movement. There were political assassinations in this country. It is kind of remarkable. I know we look at the state of America today and we think, oh my gosh, things are terrible. But this country has experienced periods of instability in years past. And yet it's only now at this point that we are as close as we've ever been. So what do you think it will take for us? Has there ever been, Alexandra, a moment where we've turned the clock back?
Absolutely. We've turned the clock back many times. In fact, the clock was as far away from midnight as 17 minutes after the end of the Cold War, when the United States and Russia were working together to reduce nuclear threats. The reason we're closer than we've ever been, and to be clear, we're focusing on human cause existential risk. There are a lot of other challenges in the world. We're talking about the ones that affect every person on this planet and could mean the end of human existence. So it's the confluence of the threats that we see from climate change, the new and emerging threats that we see from disruptive technologies, as well as what seems to be a complete reversal of the effort of the last 50 years to reduce the amount of nuclear weapons in the world, to make treaties, agreements, structures that will keep bringing those numbers down. We're going in the wrong direction now. China is engaged in a massive, opaque nuclear buildup. The Russians and the United States aren't talking with each other. Other nuclear armed states have been in a state of crisis or conflict over the past year. There's a lot of work to be done. But I think the key with the Doomsday Clock, it's not just about the danger we face. It's certainly an alarm, a call to people to recognize the threats that we see, but it's also a call to action. We are fully capable of fixing all these problems. We caused all these problems. They are human caused, and thus can be human solved. But we've got to do it with cooperation. We need patience. We need persistence. And that's what's really lacking right now.
Alexandra, the fact that you say that towards the end of the 1960s was a period where we were further away from doomsday than we are today is sort of dovetails with this theory of mine that I've had for so long, which is that at the end of the 1960s, when I was born, there was really this flowering. We lived in an idealistic time where we thought we could actually end the nuclear arms race. We thought we could end the Cold War. We thought we could end world hunger. We thought we could, I'd like to teach the world to sing. That was a real thing that the silent generation brought into play. And, subsequently, we have chipped away at that ever since, and it's actually kind of depressing.
On that note, a call for unity.
Yes. But
a sobering conversation, Alexandra. We appreciate that.
Also, Alexandra, you are related to Alexander Graham Bell, the man who first patented the telephone?
Yeah, I've been told we are distantly related.
You should lead with that. That's incredible.
Exactly. Scientists in that family. Thank you very much.
Thank you.